Welcome back, and in this video lesson we will talk about the necessary pages which you should have in your online store. So here are the pages: contact us, FAQs, track order, about us or our story. You also need a refund or return policy page, a shipping policy page, privacy policy, and terms of service. These are the pages most online stores have in general. If you think you need more pages, feel free to add more, but these are the general ones which you should have in your online store. Now let me go into the Shopify dashboard and show you how you can create these different pages. Alright, I'm here in Shopify. Now let's start creating the pages. To create the page, what you need to do is go to online store, click on it, and after that in this drop down you have to click on these pages. Shopify has the contact us page by default, which you can see right here. Simply go there. I always rename it as contact us. I think that looks more professional and I will just save it. That's it. You don't need to do anything else. The contact us page provided by Shopify is already good enough. Alright, so we will go back and let's create our second page, that is FAQ page. So to create a page, all you have to do is click on this add page right here. I'm just gonna type in FAQ as FAQs, right? And the content of the page goes right here. Let's start with an FAQ. So let's just go with bullet points, and let's say, how long will it take to deliver? Let's say this is our first question, and let's make sure we highlight this one with bold. Alright, after this, what you should do is you should skip a line down, right? There are two ways you can do it. The first is by simply pressing the enter key. In that way, a bullet point appears, right? If you want to avoid that, what you should do is to press the shift, hold down the shift button and then press the enter key. That way a bullet point will not appear and then you can type the answer, right? Let's say 2 to 5 days in the United States. Other countries might take 10 to 2 to 4 weeks. What I'm writing right here is an example. Alright, you are not meant to copy this. Make sure you write it in the way you are supposed to for your business. So I'm going to press enter. If you want to keep a space right there, simply go here and then press shift enter, and then you have a space right there, and here you can say, from where will it ship? Alright, and then once again, not just enter. If you press enter, you see the bullet point appear, so you just press shift enter and then type in the answer. All receipts will ship from our warehouse in California. That's it, and I want to highlight the question. Boom, that's it. Alright, and after you do that, simply click on save. And done. That's how we create our FAQ. So after you create a page, you may want to see how it looks like on your online store. To see that, you can simply click on this view page right here. If you click on that, it takes you to your online store, and this is what it looks like. FAQs, the title of the page, and you have the content right here. So regarding all the other elements here, the footer and all this stuff, don't worry about that. We will be customizing all this later in the video lesson, but for now this is the only part we need to see, and this is how it's gonna look like in our online store. And in case you click on this view page and it comes to a website but it is asking for a password, which it will ask if it is the first time you are visiting your website, because your website is not yet public. In order to find the password, what you have to do is come back to your Shopify, you go to preferences here, and here you have to scroll all the way down and you can find your password right here. If you want to change, you can change the password. I always keep it 123, and after you provide the password, it will be fine. The next time if you use the same browser to visit your website, it will not ask for the password. Alright, the next page which we need to create is a track order page. So to do that, we simply click on add page once again, and here we just type in track order. For the track order, you don't need any content. There will be a piece of code which you need, and I will be providing you that. You can find it somewhere in this course. And what you should do here is you should transform this content first into HTML mode. So HTML, everything is blank, and you just need to copy and paste the code. Once you copy this one, Control C, I'm just gonna come back here, Control B. That's it. When you go back to normal mode, This is where they can input their tracking ID and then track, and it will show the status. Alright, with this one you can track a lot of courier companies like FedEx, DHL, ePacket, and a lot more. And the last page which we need to create is the about us or our story. Click on add page once again, and then I'm just gonna say about us. For this one you have to be super creative and make this one really good, because most people when they come to your store for the first time, they may not trust your store. They may think it's a scam or something, so you should make sure your about us page is really good. If necessary, you can also add image. As you can see right here, insert image. You can insert video in case you want to show the warehouse you have or your physical store. If you have any, you can add video to show the people. Image, you can insert table. This is like, MS Word or MS PowerPoint. You have all the customization features right here. Make sure you use all of them to write a very strong about us page. Alright, so for this video, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to be adding any images or video, but I'm just gonna simply make a default template right here. I already have that, so I will be copying it from what I have. Alright, so this is what I have right here. As you can see, our guarantee, as you can see right here, is really small. It's just bold. I want to make it a little bigger, so I'm just going to highlight this one and go here and click on heading 2, and now you can see it is really big and people can see it really well. This is just a sample. Alright, so it's gonna be different for your business. Make sure it is really good. In case you struggle to write proper English in a good and fancy way, you can use the help of a website called Quillbot. Quillbot will help you structure your sentence and make it more striking and engaging. Alright, that's it. Now we have 4 pages: about us, track order FAQs, and contact us. Alright, so now we have these 4 pages. The next thing we need to create is a refund policy page. As it is a policy page, I don't want to create it right here. I actually want to create it in the legal section of the store. Alright, so to create the refund policy, you go to settings. As you can see right here, click on settings, scroll down, and then you can find here policies. So simply click on that. And as you can see right here, refund policy, privacy policy, terms of service, shipping policy, contact information. If you don't want to write this from scratch, you can simply click on create from template, and boom, you have all the information right here. But make sure you read this and modify it according to the policy of your business. Alright, so here they are saying 30-day return policy. I always like to keep it 7, so I will just change it to 7 just like that. If you provide 30 days, keep it as it is. Make sure you read all this, change the email, the address, and all those things right here. Alright, so it depends on the business you are running. Make sure you read it once and change whatever is necessary. It's really easy. The privacy policy, same thing. You don't need to write anything. Just click on create from template. It will create, and then make sure you go through all the information and change all what is necessary. Alright, so privacy policy, most people won't even read. They won't care about this one. Terms of service, the same thing. Most people don't care about this, but always make sure everything is correct. Here, contact information. You can insert your business address, phone number here. Make sure you do that. That's it. And lastly, shipping policy. It doesn't have a create from template because it is really, it is broad. Like different business have different shipping policies, and Shopify doesn't provide one for this. Alright, so here is my shipping policy. I'll just copy and paste it. For you, make sure you write it to be relevant to your business. That's it. Nothing fancy here. Contact information, you don't need to have it because we already have the contact us page. So once you create from template and modify all the information to be relevant to your business, that's it. Simply click on save. That's it. Now we have all the necessary pages required for our online store. See you in the next lesson.